From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and our home team. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is picked up by the Bears. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the...
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Time he'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. And his throw here fires incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And that'll make it third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
On 1st down, Jones down right around the 25. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Anthony Barr. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
37-yard line.
A gain of 32 that time. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. Past the 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook has the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So second and 5 coming up.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 5. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
They'll look to throw for it on third and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A little surprise pays off on third and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 36. They'll run it with Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Behind the chain, second and 12.
And 12 at the 38-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guys is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And the Bears first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Brings up third and less than a yard.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your skill.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
That doesn't start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll drop the throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Bears 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down, Chicago.
They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Vikings 21, Bears 14.
This is Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Chicago.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
At 21 apiece. Michael Dixon.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
He was brought down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And Cook has it left side. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Touchdown. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Bears 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 corners, no reason to lighten up now. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
8 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target, and it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And 8 at the Bears.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. This one brought in by Jefferson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
A 3-yard loss.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the home team here, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now it's